on behalf of 011 Street Society.
Are you nervous, bro?
Not really.
So you got a bit of itchy legs then, eh?
I think it's still from the weekend. All the adrenaline is still running through my body. I've had about 10 litres of Red Bull run through my body, but while we're at it, let's have another one. Nothing more refreshing than one of these early in the morning. Lovely.
Checking out you haters got bad news. Real dog know I got an attitude. Too much talking in the chat room. Painting you boys like a tattoo. Thinking you step in the game and run up to me. Oh no, that's a bad move. Ay. Doing whatever I want. The team on my back, do it like I had to. Ay. Out of my way, yeah. I'm trying to be great. Yeah. I feel amazing. Yeah, keep that. You think you brave? Yeah, that could get dangerous. Stay out of my way. Yeah, just. Talking to the greatest, what it feel like.
Hi guys, I'm Dominic Dias. I drive the fastest four-wheel drive 4-cylinder in the country. Okay, so we're from Alberton, Meyersdalside. I own a company called Chemi. We do bottles as well as chemicals for the detergent industry, and yeah, that basically pays for our racing. I've been in drag racing maybe 7-8 years now. We started the build about 5 years ago. Had this plan to just go 8. We've done that now, so I think we're trying to go a little bit quicker. So yeah, that's where we are. So it's been about a 5-year build, and slowly putting things together, giving it a bit more boost, and yeah, tweaking and slowly getting there. Yes, I think from a lighty, anything with a motor, we've always been interested. So I already started with the JP and the 011 at about 18. I was driving a BMW M4 there. Started with the illegals, and yeah, we started changing over, and now yeah, into proper MSA events and Tarlton, and so yeah, I think it's always been in the blood since a young child. So yeah, and that's where we are.
Family that raced, dad, uncles maybe?
So actually my brother raced a couple of years ago. He had a GTR, ran 8.9 in 2014 or 2015. And yeah, then my plan was obviously to beat his record, or his time that he did. So yeah, we've done that quite a while ago, and yeah, and he's always there in the background pushing me, give it more boost, and yeah, so, and I think my dad's the same, so we used to ride bikes as kids as well, and yeah, he enjoys it. He's the one that's always pushing me, let's give it more, and so yeah, that's where it comes from, definitely from the family.
Take me through the story of the Civic. What was it before a drag car? When did you buy it?
So actually it was sort of a drag car before, street car, but a drag car. Had a B series in previously. Wesley Greef used to own the car. I bought it from him about 5-6 years ago. Got it without an engine, no gearbox. It was basically a bare shell. And then yeah, we kswapped it. Initially we put a stock engine in it, manual box, tried to get the 4-wheel drive setup right, and yeah, we slowly kind of turned up the boost. We changed the motor, went with a sequential. Yeah, slowly built it up to what it is now. So yeah, it's been a long process. So it's a Rami Racing long block, bought it from America. It's about a 1200 horsepower package, still steel rods, sleeved block, yeah, basically fully built. We've got a quave sequential with paddle shifters. Yeah, we've got a Precision 72-75 next gen R on it. Yeah, some fuel tech injectors, some Bosch injectors as well, secondary.
How many thousand injectors?
So it's got 1500s and 42300s, if I'm correct, the fuel tech, those new fuel tech injectors. Yeah, they really made a difference. So we run E85 at the moment, but yeah, we are thinking of maybe changing over to methanol, or yeah, we'll see.
Maybe a bit of the juice.
Yeah, I hear that nitro is working quite well, eh? But,
can you run nitro on a turbo car? Would it work well?
I've heard about there is some gains, but I'll be honest, I'm not too clued up on that side. We'll have to ask our tuner Marius. He definitely can do something, but yeah, we'll see for now. Currently we're running E85, but yeah, we'll see where we go from there.
Marius, that's full boost, right? Ustays.
Correct, Marius full boost Ustays, and that's correct. Yeah, he's got that killer tune on here. The motor hasn't skipped a beat. We've had it for 3 years, making about 1,000 horsepower, and yeah, look, the car's been awesome, no issues. The guy's a genius. He's not the fastest for nothing, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Dias, representing Chemi Race team, driving on behalf of 011 Street Society. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Dias, all-wheel drive kswapped. Turbocharged.
So I've got Rodney from Real Pro Auto, so he started the build, basically put everything together, and then I've got Marius as well helping on the tuning side, and then I got Devin from Big Boss Auto. He's also been helping here at a bit of fabrication and a couple of tweaks to get us that a little bit further. And then I had Rian Esthazen. He's also helped with a build from the start, helped us with all the goodies, good package and that. And then I got to thank Valentin Marenko. He's helped us with the box. Had to pull that thing out a couple times, so he's helped me. And then definitely my mate JP, come with my crazy ideas and these crazy times I'm so-called gonna do. So yeah, it's been a good team effort, I must say, coming together. Yeah, every person's helped, that little helping hand, you know what I mean? So.
Go through the main feature of this puppy, the suspension. How did you convert it into an all-wheel drive system?
Yes, so when we initially started, everybody said it's bolt-on and just bolt-on parts, but it's not quite bolt-on. So the all-wheel drive comes from a Waggo van. The shaft, it's a Honda Waggo van, a 19. I'm going to be lying about the year, but it's quite an old Waggo van. It's called the RT four-wheel drive. So it comes with a diff, it comes with a viscous coupler, it comes with a prop, all of that stuff. So I actually bought that from that car, and they make like 1,500 horsepower, no issues with that setup. So that's what we currently got, and it seems to be working. So I didn't want to change up the package, so we kind of just copied what the guys are doing in the States, and it seems to be working. So we actually previously had the Mickey Thompsons on, so we changed to the new M&H, obviously not on the car now, 24.5. So yes, it made quite a big difference. I don't know if maybe the Mickey Thompson was just old. The tyres were about 2-3 years old. So we went to the M&H setup. They are 15 all round, same tyre size, slightly different to Quentin. Obviously he's got the 13s. But the car seems to be working on that, goes quite straight. So that's the tyre setup with the M&Hs, and I think it's actually a very good tyre, I must say.
I saw your burnout is actually quite tiny compared to everyone else at Tarlton. Does it not need that much of a burnout?
So we did testing about 2 weeks ago. My mate JP said I was doing a bit of an excessive burnout, so he said to me I must just tame it down a little bit, so that's why on Saturday we weren't going as crazy. So yeah, I probably could have gone a bit more on the burnout, but yeah, I think it was enough. It worked for the time, so yeah.
So going into Saturday, your best was 8.6.
That's correct, yeah. We did an 866 at the last event, and then yeah, we came with the same boost, a couple small changes. We went 843, and then we turned up the boost a little bit. The last one we went 833 at 272. So yeah, we're very ecstatic for what we've done. So we went to 2.5 bar boost, but we still need to check the logs, to be honest, to see if it actually went to 2.5, but yeah, I would guess 2.4, 2.5 bar boost, somewhere around there.
Feel inside the car, 2.5 boost.
Feels like a big difference.
Big jump from when you started that 18-year-old lighting the M4?
Definitely, yeah, it's a big difference when you hit that second gear, you must hold on, so yeah, no, it's making some good power, definitely.
Even in an all-wheel drive, it's still pulling and kicking, right?
Definitely, yeah, you can feel it. So I think it pulls about 2 Gs on the launch, so it's pretty decent.
What's your favorite part about the build? Last question.
I think the Quave sequential is definitely a game changer. Eh? Those shifts are unbelievable, so yeah, I think the box is definitely the game changer on this car.
Where'd you get the box from?
I've got it from a guy in England, or the UK actually, Memento Motorsports, Andrew. We've worked quite closely together. Hell of a nice guy, he's always willing to help, and yeah, with the gears, anything like that, advice, yeah, he's definitely the guy to speak to.
8.43 today, trying to beat Quentin Boylan. Your man, João Paulo Moreira, teaming him up. Let's go, Dominic.
Easy bit. Let's see if he can do it again.
8.3, new all-wheel drive record. Just beat Quentin Boylan.
Oh man! He is now #1 on the list.
Number 1.
Fastest 4-wheel drive 4-cylinder in the country.
I'm just gonna play something for you real quick. Watch JP at the end.
I think Kumara nearly lost his legs there for a second. That's hilarious.
How long are you, JP?
Sure, about 10 years, 12 years. Yeah, I started working with my dad when I was about 16 or 17. And then, yeah, I started with the 011 and yeah, the rest is history. Now we're partners, we work together, we race together. Yeah, I probably see more than my wife, speak to more than my wife, so it's like my second wife, to be honest. So,
if I tell you straight out, it was emotional, but in a good way, you know. Tom is my best mate, like I've said. I've been with him through this car, through the thick and the thin. So to see what it's done, you know, it's emotional. That's why obviously I exploded like I did. It's no reaction to anyone else or what they've done. It's pure reaction to my best mate achieving his goals, and yeah, me there to be there with him while he's achieving it. So super proud of him, and yeah, more to come, I guess.
What went through your head when you saw 8.33 on it?
I'll be honest, I first thought it said 822. That's why I jumped and I looked again, it was 833. I was still as impressed, and I knew what the record was sitting at the moment, and Quentin held the record until Saturday, and he's a good friend of ours. He's also putting some ideas and hands into this build before, so you know, we're trying to do this as Honda boys, so it was nothing malicious against Boylan. He's held the record for a long time, and yeah, huge congrats to him. But we came on Saturday and we just nipped it off his shoulders, but I can tell you something, he'll be back faster, I can promise you that much.
What's it like, you know, coming up in a drag racing scene and having someone like Quentin Boylan lead the way? Because even before I started doing drags, I knew that name Quentin Boylan, and I knew he had all of the special K Hondas. Sure. Even though I had no idea what drag racing was.
Mr. King K himself.
Mr. King K himself.
So myself and Boylan are actually quite good friends. We get along quite well. We communicate with each other quite often too, helping each other out with Hondas. I take a lot of knowledge from him as he's been around the scene. I mean, I remember being 8, 9 years old in the stands watching Mr. K himself. And like I said, I've always been a Honda fan. So as my age and my years have gone by, I've managed to be close friends with him, and I don't regret a second of moving over to a Honda. And yeah, keep on pushing Honda as hard as we can. And I thank Boylan for that, because he keeps pushing us, you know, and like I said, he pushes us in a positive way. So I want to thank Quentin for that. Thank you.
Do you think he sort of pioneered the way for Honda in South Africa?
He is the pioneer of Honda in South Africa. You know, I saw a message out yesterday, someone saying that, I think it was Sean from Cape Town, is the king of the front wheel drive. With no due respect, that cat is as blit bullets as hell, but he ain't no king. The king is Mr. Quentin, and he's the king of the front wheel drive, and you got to give it to him. Honda for the win, baby.
8-2, right?
8-2, baby. Look at the extra speed, will tell you all.
On the front wheel drive.
292 exit, if I'm not mistaken. 292. It's flying. It's blitz bullets. I mean, like I said to guys, and like Scott, sure, 8-7 off the bat at Tarlton. That is super, super impressive. So yeah, VW guys, well done.
Where do you think this Civic is going, Dom Dias?
It's difficult. I promise you, we were speaking last night. I messaged him. I said to him, "What's the plan from here forward?" It has to be 7-9. It has to be, you know, going 8-2, 8-1 is just not going to give us the satisfaction that we want. So, this little bitch here might have to go a little bit on a diet. But yeah, I think we'll come right. 7-9 is definitely the goal. Definitely.
JP, call out Colin. So, for a little bit of background, tell the people what you race, what you drive.
Okay, so I drive a Corolla 1983. I think it's an E70 Corolla with a K24 rear-wheel drive on a 26-inch slick. And yeah, that's pretty much, I think it's the only one currently in SA at the moment with the K24. And yeah, I'm trying to push this envelope as hard as I can. I'm a huge Honda fan, so from my front-wheel drive days to now obviously rear-wheel drive, and my best mate on the four-wheel drive K24. Just a love for this motor. I was a huge fan of a B-Series. Obviously, I couldn't rear mount a B-Series. Gearboxes are a bit of an issue. Once I figured out you could rear mount the K24, I thought, let me get it in there and start hunting these 2Js down.
Yeah, baby. Zug in the smoke. What's the plan with the 011 Street Society? Just, you know, the whole community. Where do you think you want to take it? Where's it going?
Well, if I go back to where it started, it's sort of found its own way to where it is today, and I'm trying to organically just let it go and let it be as it is. And I guess I wanted to be the fastest team there was in SA. That stands today, and nobody can beat me, no one can beat our team, so I'll stand by that comment. The only team I'd say that gives my team a hell of a run for that money is the boys in KZN. You know, I tell you something, when it comes to a team challenge, shoof, those guys can bring it together on the day. But as the 011, I'm just on this journey with my team, and whatever comes with it, comes with it. You know, hopefully more teams will come out on board, so put us to the test. But honestly speaking, as it stands right now, there's nothing out there to catch them.
Obviously, we hear most noticeably in the background MPH Performance.
MPH Performance.
How are you
related?
How do you know Yozo and Casper and the crew?
Okay, so myself and Yozi, we go back about 13, 14 years ago. Became a good friend of mine. Actually became an employee of Yozo's, ended up being the manager, and I ran MPH for him several years ago. And back then, Yozo wasn't too certain if you want to do drags anymore. He used to have a blue M5, it was an F10, yeah. And one day I said to him, let's go back to the track, let's go hit it. And eventually myself and Yozo got back out again, got super eager, we started getting cars together. And then one day he came to the shop and had a whiteboard outside, and I said, Yozo, we're starting a top 10 list and it's called 011. He says, you're wasting your time. 11 years later, we're sitting here with the fastest team in the country, and he's still behind me all the way. He's the boy that's probably been standing in the 011 the longest today.
Nice.
And yeah, love him to bits. He's a bastard, but I love him. He makes fucking cars fast, especially BMs.
So, Nando's wasn't the only thing you Portuguese oaks gave South Africa. It's the fastest all-wheel drive Civic as well.
That too. And believe it, I don't think people expected out of us supporters from Portuguese land.
Yeah.
But we did well, I guess. We pushed together, we bowed our heads, put them together, and yeah, we came up with a recipe, I guess. But I can tell you something, there's a lot of people behind this build. It's not just myself and Dom.
This is the proud Dominic. What's your take of Tarlton yesterday? 115, I think it was 115 cars, right? And just the crowd, I've never seen some.
The crowd, I think, I had a chat with Corin and him that just did sharp 6,000 or 7,000 people, I think it was in a day. I mean, I think anybody that saw the stands packed how they were on Saturday got hair standing like mine is standing right now. I could officially say from round 2, Tarlton is back. If you took yesterday into account 100 and odd entries, and we're still missing 60-70% of the entries, cars, big cars, small cars. Tarlton on a good day, if everybody's ready, could do 200 entries without a doubt, I think from our side, let others come. I think we've set out a benchmark from this car to our team, to what Jozo's done in the MPH factory. I think the benchmark is set out there. The rivalry is always good to have. I mean, there's a bit of rivalry between the MPH shop and the NV shop, which is good. They're not fighting or anything, but it's good camaraderie between the guys because you got NV pushing Jozo and you got Jozo pushing NV. Otherwise, there'd be no development. You know, I watch and I go through Facebook and everyone thinks there's huge rivalry between these guys. They want to shoot and kill one another. They're not. Everybody's pretty much savvy and friends with one another. We're trying to push these things as far as we can and develop them as far as we can. Help one another. But at the end of the day, when you get to the start line, a race is a race, brother. Left lane, right lane, pick your lane. Winner's gonna win. That's gonna show us. If I could see, my honest opinion, if I could push more towards, I'd like to see Cape Town come up with a team together as like what KZN has, because I think that would just add a whole different mix. Of course, because what I've been wanting to do for a while is try and host like an African Cup, bring out guys from Angola, Botswana, South Africa, and bring up a whole, and then really put this thing to the test. Who's the quickest, who's the baddest? One a year, one event for the year. Bragging rights for you and you're done, because like me, we're always claiming we're the fastest, which we know we are. If you go and look at the trophies awarded on Saturday, I think it was 60-70% 011 guys. So come challenge us, come beat us. The challenge is out there. I dare you.
Get behind him there yourself.
I've got my mate here with the...
All I want to say is I know there's big cars that are sitting. There's big cars that are sitting there outside some people's shops, inside the shops, under covers. I mean, 105 entries of strong cars. Come, let's bring them out. Let's do something. I mean, there's drag cars sitting there that...
Tom's right, there's cars sitting in warehouses in both.
6-second
Bring the
cars,
7-second cars, bring the 8-second cars, anyone, 13, 14s, bring them all. We're waiting for everybody out to the track. We want to invite everybody. We encourage everyone to come out and support. Slow, fast, it doesn't matter. This sport is all about the car, not about the times. Come and enjoy it. And yeah, from us at the 011, myself and Dom, I think we just say a huge thanks to Auto Rush for coming out to interview us today and giving us your time. And yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you for what you do. We know what you guys have to do to go around the country interviewing everyone. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Right.
Of course.
I'm
Of
saying
course.
there's cars sitting, bro. There's some big cars that are just sitting and nobody's using them.
Of course.
They're spending money, bro.
If you take anything on the sponsorship, everyone wants to get involved in anything that's busy. So the more we can promote it as a unity of drags, bro, you can only win.
I mean, people have spent big money on
Sure.
cars that are just sitting. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Money is the biggest factor here. So let's try and use what we've built. Otherwise, it's all a waste. Thank you for that.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Wah!
1 sec, I just want to...
Am I pulling your wire? Yeah. This is me and this wire. God. I have to bring my own Bluetooth wire next time.